Hi guys, welcome you all to my channel Explore Edu to Teach. So today we'll be learning another important concept in control system called as the Bode plot. Bode plot is one concept which is very famous in university exam also. You can get a 10-mark question in university exam for such kind of concept wherein they'll give you a question and they'll ask you to find out the Bode plot or draw the Bode plot for the question. And also in the competitive exam wherein the opposite thing will happen, that is the Bode plot will be given to you and you will have to find the transfer function. So basically it's a very famous concept. It can be both the ways, wherein a transfer function is given to you and they'll ask you to draw the Bode plot, or the opposite thing, the Bode plot will be given to you and you will have to find the transfer function of it. So proper understanding of the concept is very important. Bode plot is one of the most important concept in control system. So please listen to the video very well. If you like the video, do not forget to like it, do not forget to share it, and do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't. Guys, you all are watching my particular videos, you all are giving me such a good response, but you are not subscribing it. So please do subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on Instagram also. So let us begin with the concept of Bode plot. So basically, as you can see on screen, Bode plot consists of two plots, that's the magnitude plot and the phase plot. So initially 2-3 pages will be little theoretical part. Try to understand the theory. Even if you are not able to understand very clearly, when we solve the numerical, you will get a better understanding of it. So listen to the theory very well, and then when we solve a numerical, you will be easily able to map it out. I hope I am very clear to you. Okay. So the Bode plot consists of the magnitude plot as well as the phase plot. If I talk about the Bode plot is drawn from an open loop transfer function, that is g of s into h of s. That is g of j omega into h of j omega, because s stands for j omega. So for the magnitude plot, we have mod of g of j omega into h of j omega. And for the phase plot, we have angle of g of j omega into h of j omega. I hope I am very clear to you. Now starting with some of the rules to draw the Bode plot. Try to understand, try to make a note of it. The notes are present in the description box. Download it from there. And when we do a numerical, you'll be able to understand it better. So first of all, we have a system gain called as K. The K can be given as K plus J0. So when I want to find out the magnitude plot, we'll have 20 log of K to the base 10 dB. So every factor will have two components, that is the magnitude plot and the phase plot. So for the factor number 1, that is system gain K, the magnitude plot will be 20 log of K to the base 10 dB. I hope I am very clear to you. So if the K is smaller than 1, we are going to have 20 log K definitely as a positive value, and hence is going to be above the 0 dB line. But when the K value is smaller than 1, my magnitude is going to be 20 log of K to the base 10, wherein my value will be smaller than 1 and hence is going to be below the 0 dB line. I hope I am very clear. So the first parameter in Bode plot is the system gain K, and that is given as K plus J0. The magnitude plot is given as 20 log K to the base 10, and the phase plot is given as tan inverse of imaginary by real. I hope I am very clear to you. So the first factor is the system gain K. The magnitude plot is given as 20 log of K to the base 10 dB. If the value of K is smaller than 1, my 20 log of K value will be below the 0 dB line. And if it is greater than 1, my value of 20 log K to the base 10 will be above the 0 dB line. I hope I am very clear to you. Then we have the phase angle plot, in which we are finding out the angle of the g of j omega into h of j omega, which is going to be given as tan inverse of imaginary by real. I hope I am very clear to you. Where the K value is greater than 0, the phase angle is 0, and if the K value is smaller than 0, the contribution is minus 180 degree. I hope I am very clear. So for the system gain K, my magnitude plot is given as 20 log of K to the base 10 dB. If the value of K is greater than 1, 20 log of K to the base 10 will be above the 0 dB line. And if the value of K is smaller than 1, the 20 log of k to the base 10 will be below the 0 dB line. Similarly, in case of phase, it's going to be angle 0 for k value greater than 0 and it's going to be angle minus 180 degree for k value smaller than 0. Don't worry now, just make a note of all these rules. When we solve the numerical, you will be better able to understand it. Now, let us see one transfer function given as k into s raised to m upon s raised to n into 1 plus t1 of s raised to z upon 1 plus t of s raised to p. So, if I talk about the magnitude plot is given as 20 log of k to the base 10 dB. However, if you find that in the given plot, okay, before the flat line, there is a slope of minus 20 dB. I hope I am able to make you understand. If you look at this Bode plot, okay, there is a flat line, but before the flat line, there is a minus 20 dB slope. So in that case, my 20 value which is given over here is given as 20 log k minus of 20 because there is a minus slope given over here into log of 2. That is, why this value 2 only is taken? Why not 0.1? Why not 20? Because it's the value at 2 at which the slope is changing for the first time. So if you see in the graph, it was minus 20 dB, then the slope changed to 0 dB. So the point at which the slope changed for the first time is the value that you will be taking over here. Hence it's given as 20 value is given as 20 log k minus 20 because it's a negative slope into log of 2 where 2 indicates the point at which my slope changed. I hope I'm very clear. Okay. Next, for s raised to n, where n stands for pole, it's given as minus 20 into p. And for s raised to m, where m stands for 0, it's given as plus 20 into z. Similarly, s raised to n is given as minus of 92 into n, where n stands for pole, and s raised to m is given as plus 92 into m, where m stands for 0. So just make a note of it. I know you will not be able to understand it very clearly, but when we solve a numerical, you will get a better understanding of it. But for solving the numerical, you first need to know the rules. Similarly, 1 plus ta into s raised to p, that is this particular factor, is given as minus 20 into p dB per decade, and 1 plus t1 into s raised to z is given as 20 into z dB per decade. That is the magnitude plot. Similarly, your 1 plus ta into s raised to p is given as 1 plus ta into j omega raised to p, that is minus of tan inverse of omega ta into p, where p indicates the number of poles. Then you have tan inverse of omega t1 into z, where z indicates the number of zeros, that is raised to z. I hope I am very clear to you. Then we have a question over here. Please let us read the question very well. We are going to solve two questions. Please take a pen and paper in your hand. Note down the question. Pause the video. Note down the question which is mentioned over here. G of s into h of s is given as 10 raised to 4 into 1 plus s upon 10 plus s into 100 plus s square. Draw the Bode plot for the same. Note down this question and then resume the video again. So always remember, whatever is the open loop transfer function given to you, you have to get it in the standard format, that is k into 1 plus t1 of s upon 1 plus t of s into 1 plus tb of s in tb of s. I hope I am very clear. Okay. So what happens is that 10 raised to 4 stands for k. 1 plus t1 of s is 1 plus s. So there's no issue. But below it should be 1 plus ta of s. But here we have 10 plus s. So what you need to do is that take the 10 outside and you will get 1 plus 0.1 into s. That is in the standard format 1 plus t of s. Similarly, take the 100 outside. You will get 1 plus 0.01 into s the whole square. And finally you will get this value in the standard format 0.1 into 1 plus s upon 1 plus 0.1s into 1 plus 0.01s the whole square. I hope I am very clear to you. It is simple mathematics. That is, your given transfer function 10 raised to 4 into 1 plus s upon 10 plus s into 100 plus s the whole square needs to be reduced to the below transfer function, and this is the reference format or the standard format for my open loop transfer function. I hope I'm very clear to you. Okay. So whenever a question is given to you, please reduce the question to the standard format 0.1 into 1 plus s upon whatever is the thing, and then we can proceed forward. So from this particular format that we have obtained, we need to draw the Bode magnitude plot. Okay, so let's try to understand. If you see 0.1 stands for my k, so the magnitude plot is going to be 20 log of k, right? What we had learned, it is 20 log of k to the base 10. Hence, since my value of k over here is 0.1, if you compare with the reference format, so we have 20 log of 0.1 given as minus 20. Hence, we are taking as minus 20 till my first frequency. And how do I mark this frequency? 1, 10, 100 COA. Once a question is given to you, you are going to reduce it onto a standard format, which is k into 1 plus t1 of s upon 1 plus t of s into 1 plus tb of s. Then 1 plus s, the coefficient of s is 1. So take 1 by 1, that is 1. Hence I have 1 over here. Next I have 1 plus 0.1 of s. So take 1 by 0.1, that is 10. Then I have 1 plus 0.01 of s, that is 1 upon 0.01, that is 100. Hence I get all these frequencies which are known as corner frequencies. So whenever a question is given to you, bring it in the standard format and then write the corner frequencies mentioned over here. That is 1 by 1 will be 1. Then I have 1 upon 0.1 will be 10. Then I have 1 upon 0.01 will be 100. I hope I am very clear to you. So in such a way, write the corner frequencies and then we can solve the question. So the first step, as I mentioned you, is 20 log of 0.1, that is minus 20 dB. 0.1 because my k is 0.1 over here. Next I have, after the first one, after 1, what is going to be my slope? So that is always given as present slope is equal to previous slope plus the present contributing slope. That is, what is my previous slope? If you see before 1, it is 0, plus what is the contribution of my present slope? That is, what is the contribution of 1 plus s? Why 1 plus s? Because I am talking about one frequency. If you talk about 1 plus s is in the numerator. And if you see over here, it is given as 20 into z, that is 20 into 1, because z stands for 1 over here, because we have only 1 0. Therefore, we have plus 20 dB over here. I hope I am very clear to you. Next, after 1, we have 10. How 10? Because we have 1 plus 0.1s. 1 by 0.1 will be 10. Hence, I have 10 value mentioned over here. So, in that case, I have present slope is equal to previous plus the present contributing slope. So, what is the previous slope? 20 dB. Okay. Plus the present contributing, that is, my present is 1 plus 0.1s. This is in the denominator. Hence, I have minus of 20 into p, that is minus 20, because my p value stands for 1 over here. Hence, I have previous is my plus 20, present contributing is minus 20, hence it is 0. Hence, I have a straight line. The next corner frequency is 100. How 100? I explained you 1 plus 0.01 into s, that is 1 upon 0.01 is 100. Okay. So in that case, I have previous plus the present slope. So what is my previous? It is 0, and my present is nothing else than minus 20 because it is in the denominator into 2 because it is raised to 2 over here, right? Earlier it was 1 and 1, but for this one it is into 2. Hence I have minus 40, which is this way. So I hope I am very clear to you. In this way I have my entire magnitude plot which is plotted. I'll just give a quick revision. See, a open loop transfer function is given to me. I have to get this transfer function in the standard format k into 1 plus t1 of s and so on and so forth. Get this into standard format by a simple mathematics which I explained you. Now start plotting. Before plotting, you need to first mark the frequencies on this omega scale. So what I have? 1 plus s. S has a coefficient 1, that is 1 by 1 becomes 1. Hence I have 1 over here. Next I have 1 plus 0.1 into s. Now 1 plus 0.1 into s, 0.1 is my coefficient of s. Hence 1.1 by 0.1, I have 10. Next I have 1 plus 0.01 into s, that is 1 by 0.01, it is 100. Hence I have this magnitude plot which is given over here. Now I'll start plotting the magnitude plot. First is 20 log of k. K stands for 0.1. Hence I have minus 20 dB. Next I have for after 1 corner frequency, I have previous value is the 0 and the present value is for 1, right? So what is 1 plus s is in the numerator section. Hence I have plus 20, which is given as plus 20 dB per decade. Now after my 10, I have previous plus the present. What is my previous? Previous is plus 20. Present is what? It is in the denominator, right? 1 plus 0.1 into s. Hence it is minus 20 into p. P is only 1 because I have only one pole for 1 plus 0.1 into s. Hence I have minus 20. 20 minus 20 is 0. Next, for after 100 omega, it is previous is my 0. It's a flat thing. Plus my present. Present is what? 1 plus 0.01 into s the whole square. That is minus 20 into 2 is minus 40. That is minus 40 dB per decade. And try to find out the answer. In such a way you will get the magnitude plot. Okay. Again we'll solve another question wherein you will get a better understanding about the concept. Now this is a gate problem in EC 2007. Now look at the plot. Is mentioned to you and they are telling you the asymptotic Bode plot has a transfer function as shown in the figure. The transfer function g of s corresponds to the given Bode plot. So it's asking what is my g of s. If you look in the last question, my g of s was mentioned to me. I had to find the Bode plot, magnitude plot. Here, as I told you, the plot is given to me. I want to find out g of s. Okay. So g of s is given as the standard format k into s raised to m upon s raised to n 1 plus t1 of s raised to z upon 1 plus t of s raised to p. Last time in the standard format I had not given you s raised to m and s raised to n term, but this you can consider as a standard format. Okay. Now how do you deduce from that? I will tell you. See, the first thing is to find out the value of k. So what is the value of k? I have to consider the value 40 because this is the point at which my slope is changing for the first time. So 40 is equal to 20 log k minus 20 is because before the first change in slope I have minus 20 as my slope into log of 1, that is the frequency at which my slope changed for the first time, minus 20 to minus 40. Hence I get the value as 100. Next thing is, since I have minus 20 dB slope initially. If you see in the last question, before the flat curve, there was no slope. But here, before the flat curve, I have a slope of minus 20. Since it's minus 20, I will have a pole, that is 1 by s. Next, after my omega frequency is 1, minus 40 is given to me. So what I'll do is that I'll use my formula which you have. Present slope is equal to previous slope plus the present contributing slope. So what is my present slope in the question? Minus 40. Hence I'm writing minus 40 over here. What is my previous slope? Minus 20. And what is my contributing slope? I'll get minus 40 plus 20 is minus 20. Hence, I have, since it is minus 20, it is going to be in the denominator as a pole. It is 1 plus s by 1. Why s by 1? Because I'm talking about omega frequency 1 over here. I hope I'm very clear to you. Now don't consider the 10 frequency because there is no change of slope at 10. There is a change of slope at 20. So what you need to do is, again apply the formula. Present slope in the figure is given as previous slope plus the present slope contribution. So what is my present slope in the figure? Minus 60. Previous is minus 40 and my present contributing is x. Therefore my x is given as minus 20 dB per decade. I hope I'm very clear to you. Minus it is, so I'm giving it as a pole, and it is given as 1 upon 1 plus s by 20. Why by 20? Because at 20 dB I have the next change in slope. So it is by 20. Hence if I just write the final transfer function, I get value of 100 from here, k. I get by s as the initial slope, 1 by s. Then I have 1 upon 1 plus s and 1 upon 1 plus s by 20. In such a way I get my final transfer function. I hope I'm very clear to you. Please download the notes from the description box. But I'll just give you a gist again on how to solve a particular question. If you see, sometime a transfer function can be given to you and you will have to draw the Bode plot. So first see whether transfer function is in the standard format. If it is in the standard format, kindly you can go ahead directly. But if it's not in the standard format, please deduce the open loop transfer function into the standard format that is mentioned over here, and then start applying the rule. That is, first apply 20 log of k. The value of k, if you refer with the standard format, is 0.1. Hence, it is minus 20. Then keep on applying this formula. I'll explain to you the formula again. Present slope is the slope of that you can see on the graph for that particular curve. Previous is from the graph and plus present is of the one that is contributing from the question. So if you see over here, the present slope is something that we had to find out because we were drawing the graph. Previous was something that we knew, that is 0, plus present slope from contribution is from this one, 1 plus s, and 1 plus s is plus 20 into z. To find out value and go about. Similarly, when a question is given to you, that is the plot is given to you and you have to find out, again follow this procedure given to you over here and keep on solving the question. Now over here, present slope in the figure is already given to you because the plot is given to you. Previous slope, obviously we have, even when the plot is given or when we are drawing, both the ways we always have the previous slope. And the present contributing something that we have to find out because the g of s is something that we have to find out. In the last question, g of s was given to us and hence I was having the present slope and I had to find out the one which we have to plot. But in this thing, the plot is given to me, hence I have the present slope in the figure, but I don't have what is the actual contributing slope that we have to find out. In such a way, this entire topic is very important. I've tried my best to explain it. If you liked the video, please comment in the comment section. Like, share, subscribe to my YouTube channel. As I mentioned you guys, I'm getting good response from you guys, but I'm not getting subscriptions. You're not subscribing to my channel. So please subscribe to my channel. Follow me on Instagram. Many more videos are coming in the future on control system and many other topics. So please subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell icon so that you get notified whenever the new video goes live. And please share it as much as possible and make the reach to go higher. Thank you so much. God bless you.